be. I'm trying. I'm trying. Where is it? There it is. Hi. I was like, I need to get over here. I know it's here. Okay, I feel like those are, that's bigger. I'm like, those are small. I don't want them to be small.
It's funny, right? Like how long we've been doing this and still.
Well, and they're side by side with each, the little programmy things that
I
are,
can't tell the difference. I would still click every single one. In mine, they're not side by side because like I can see what's highlighted. Again, I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, mine are side by side.
It's fine. It's just one of those funny things where you're like, we pretend that we understand technology.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to put it up on my teleprompter thing, but then I feel like it's going to, did that zoom in on me?
It did.
Did it zoom in good or bad? Like
I like it.
You like it? You like to get closer? You feel closer to me?
I feel like
we haven't talked all weekend, so did you miss me? I've been right here all weekend crocheting, and I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I crochet, my mind wanders, right? Like I'll be listening to a book, and sometimes the book will keep me captioned and I'm good. I'm just honing in. Other times my mind wanders. And so that's when I pull out my notebook and I have brain dumps. Like I have 4 pages of brain dumps, Robin, 4 pages. Like I was just like,
do you do that with knitting or is it just crocheting?
I do it with both. It with both. But this weekend it was all about crochet. Oh, excuse me. 6 pages. 6 pages of brain dump. And it's, I mean, mind you, like I try and be like, okay, so I'm talking about one particular item right here. Like I'm talking about this or that. Like I'm like, okay, I have some ideas, and I start filling out a page. And then I start filling out a page of what I want to do for the shape architecture. And then I have another page here. I was trying to improve on myself. So I was watching some Roxanne Richardson videos on YouTube. I think she's phenomenal. I feel like there should be a video out there of who do the professionals watch. And like, I love watching her, like the way she teaches, the way she explains, like, I just really enjoy it. So I was watching some of her videos and then taking notes on that. And then I was watching some videos on how to run Facebook. Like I was learning, right? Like I'm just, my brain is just swirling. And then there'd be times like I thought about something for Sherry. So I sent Sherry a message, and then I thought about something for Tammy and I sent Tammy a message. Like, it's just, my brain is like this, like the whole time. So as much as I'm working on what I'm working on, it's not relaxing because I'm just constantly,
you're like it's like keying you up.
Oh my gosh.
I do not have that with crochet.
Oh, I totally do.
Knitting in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like so I have been known to fall asleep doing it. Like,
oh yeah.
No.
No, that is not me. Even today when I had to take the car, I took Joey's car to the dealership this morning, and I was so happy because he saw that I came in with all my bag of stuff. He goes, "Do you want an office?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." Like, if you have yes, I would. And so they put me in one of their empty offices that had a desk and a nice chair, and I was like, "Well, this is fabulous." So I had my iPad out.
Really nice dealership.
It was fantastic. So I had everything all spread out. I mean, I was there since 8 a.m. until 11:30. So, I mean, I was knitting along on this one now because I'm trying to finish this one. So I got 7 rounds done, but then I had my notebook open because I'm jotting down things because I'm like, what am I going to do? And then you guys saw that I was posting on Facebook because I'd think about something. I was like, I got to post out the Facebook. Like, it is not relaxing to me anymore. And I think part of it is it's the business side of stuff in general too. You know, business is really hard right now. And so my mind is always going with that of, okay, I'm finishing this. What's the next thing? What's going to keep people interested? What do they want? Because I don't want to give people what they don't want. You know what I mean? Like, whew, it's just been busy. It's been busy. So
yeah. You sound like you need a nap. Like,
I know, right? Well, tomorrow,
you know, like running on a treadmill.
You what?
It's like running on a treadmill. Your brain, it just needs to like.
It is.
Chill
It
out.
is. And then, well, you know, tomorrow we go to Disney for 2 days for Laura's birthday. So it's just 2 days. We leave tomorrow morning. I come back Wednesday night. But it's not relaxing there either, really, because I plan on working on the this or that projects there. Because I know after my stint at the dealership what I want to do. And I'm like, oh, I could make those while I'm at Disney and have them ready to go. So when I get back, we could get on that and get going. So my brain is just, it's everywhere. And then I have Josiah. So I'm texting him about his car, right? Because it's so much money.
Oh.
And I'm just like, you all know, you guys know the pain where all of a sudden you have a huge bill come in you're just not expecting. And you're just, where is this money going to come from? And it's everything you cry because you know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's not an option, right?
Right.
So like I'm texting him and I'm telling him how much everything is. And he's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea things were that expensive. Like at dealerships, right? You guys know car fixing up a car, no matter what kind of car you have, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, well, what do we need to do? Because his brain automatically triggers to what my brain does is, what do I have to do to make that money up, right? Because what do I need to do? What needs to happen? What am I missing? What do I not have? Like I have so many patterns that are not up on Etsy yet, you know? Well, how am I supposed to have people that are brand new to me see anything if they aren't seeing everything I have? You know what I mean? Like it's all about trying to reach more and more people. But then, so going with Josiah, like I have him on the train where I'm talking to him about how much things are costing. And then he's firing with, I think we should do this. I want to do this. We're doing this. And this is doing. So like he is feeding into everything that I have. It's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. A lot.
Yeah.
So of course, when I have all that going on, I text Lindsay because I'm like, real talk, I'm struggling. Like I just like, oh my gosh, you know? And so we have our little chat and it's just like, wow, you know, and it's life. It's just life. But I mean, everybody can relate to it at some level, just maybe not with what I'm doing, but it's back to school time. Parents are trying to get their kids ready for back to school, whether it's elementary school or I'm going to cry. College, right? Trying to get ready. It's just so much. And then, I mean, whether you're a mom or a dad, because I truly believe dads help out a ton more now than they used to in the past, but moms and dads, like there's just a lot going on in the world. There's so much happening. So I don't know. So then there's the part of me that's like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I'm sure there are other people feeling this way. Like, what can we do together that we can kind of bring some serotonin and some joy in our lives, you know? And so then I just like, okay, what yarn do I have that I want to go pull out of my stash and play with? Because that brings me joy, right? Like I'll go to the store and I'll look at yarn and I'll see some yarn that I like. I actually bought some from Michael's the other day. I did a whole thing on Instagram. I was like, which color should I buy? And I really like it. And it's like, I have a lot of different ideas in my head for it. But I mean, when I break it all down, I really love the yarn I already own. Like I own a lot of really good, nice yarn that I really want to use. Right. Yeah. Like I really want to go use my yarn. It is, you know, I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't talked to Robin since like Friday morning. So please bear with me. I know that I'm just like rambling a lot right here, but just please bear with me. So you know, for how many years?
Get back on the train eventually.
I know it'll all come out. So for how many years, you know, I really tried to focus a lot on store-bought yarns, you know, specifically Red Heart, you know, and then it became Yarn Inspirations. And so trying to do a lot of stuff with that. And the struggle with doing a lot of yarns with those, as all of you already know, the yarns aren't around all the time. So like you end up designing something and then it's gone 2 seasons later. And so that whole design is like defunct, right? So like if you pay attention to a lot of these companies' websites when they give free patterns, a lot of them are just remakes of old patterns of theirs that they're remaking a new yarn, right? Because it makes sense. That's what I want to do too.
Yeah.
All of that is to say, I have not been able to use a lot of my yarn that I have on my own from indie dyers or small dyers or anybody, you know, even just bigger small companies, like you know what I mean. And so like I want to do that more and more. So when we were able to start using like Knit Picks and We Crochet, I was very excited because I like their yarn. Genuinely, as a consumer, I really like their yarn. Like they don't pay me to do stuff in their yarn other than I have an affiliate link, right? If you guys buy from it, then I make a little money, but they don't pay me to use their yarn. I love using their yarn. I've enjoyed using the Hirschner yarn. They didn't pay me to use their yarn for the different projects we've used. So my point there is I have yarn in my stash that I really want to use. So as much as I like to go to Michael's and look at the different yarns and play around with Lion Brand yarns, if I'm being honest, because I haven't been able to use them for years, it's exciting, but it's not as exciting as when I get to go through my own stash of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because there's some beautiful stuff. And sometimes, I mean, it's just sometimes you need something different.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need something for yourself. And I think that's the problem when your hobby becomes your business. It's still your go-to hobby.
Yeah.
So when you're designing things for other people all the time, you're not designing anything for yourself.
Yeah.
And so like sometimes you just have to have a palette cleanser and not have anything behind it. Not have anything behind it and just be like, I'm doing this. This is going to bring me some joy. I'm going to get to use stuff that I love. And then if I make it a pattern, if I make it into something, that's fine. But instead, your brain is always thinking business. You are never giving yourself a chance to take a break and just do something of grabbing whatever yarn that you love and whatever speaks to you right away.
Right.
I think the last time you did that is the hats for the website.
I know, right?
That's the last time I remember you just randomly grabbing yarn and be like, what's your favorite thing to do? Hat. What am I going to make? I'm going to make this. And it made you happy.
That was like 3 years ago.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're always making things, but you're making things for a reason.
The good part is, like, I've made 6 sweaters in the last 3 months. I've made 5. I'm on my 6th. The good news is they have all made me happy. The swan shows made me ridiculously happy. I don't know of anybody who's made the swan show that's like, I hate this. Like, and if you did, please don't tell me. I don't want to know, because honestly, the sheer joy that they brought me, not only knitting them and crocheting them, but wearing them. Like, I'm so excited that it's cooler outside because I'm one step closer to be able to wear them, because they brought so much happiness, right? Making the sweaters now, this one, I will say, this was a labor of love at the beginning.
It was a struggle.
Because I've done so much color work in crochet at this point, and it's just a lot. Split single crochet is a lot. Those of you who are making it, you know. But now that it's done, I freaking love I love that I chose split single crochet for the whole body. I love it. I love it so very much. It feels so good.
Do you want to tell everybody how much angst we had about deciding whether to do that or not?
Yeah, a lot of angst, because I want to go back to the swan show, because by the time I got to that point of the swan show to decide what we were going to do, I did not want to do any more split single crochet. So I was like, no, I am done.
Yeah.
And Robin was full on board with that. And I was like, I think I'm going to do this stitch, which you guys know I did what's sort of like the ribbing sort of looking, and it had some split single crochets, but there was like a relief stitch in there. Right. And so we got to this one, and it was like, what are we going to do? Like, once we get past the color work, what are we going to do? Because you have to use a stitch that's going to be able to hold the weight of the color work, because it's a lot of yarn, right? So it can't just be a really open stitch, but you also don't want something that's going to be super dense, that it's going to be more dense than the color work. So it's like a whole bunch of things you have to think about, right? Robin came up with some really great ideas. And then it was, do you do one color? Do you sprinkle in some other colors? Do you, what are the options here? And so I kept coming back to, I think I want to do split single crochet, which Robin did not want me to do that at all.
I was not on that team.
No. And I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And I would get away from it. I would go and I would look at other designs, like other and things that I thought would look good with the split single crochet color work. I'm like, okay, maybe these. And then I would go back to split single crochet and I'm like, no, I really think I want that. I really think I want that. So we did it in split single crochet. Like I was like, no, that's what I want. And Robin's response was, it's your sweater.
Yes, sure.
We'll do whatever you want. It's your sweater. Because it didn't stop there. We were going to do raglan. And then I changed I was like, no, I think I want to do a yoke. And we both feel like the raglan fits really nice. Like it fits really nice. But my fear was doing the split single crochet because, as you guys know, it kind of leans. I was like, are the raglans going to lean? Like, I don't want that. So I was like, I really think we should be doing a yoke. So we went back and forth on this. And she was like, again, your sweater. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So now that it's all done and I put it on and it feels so good, I am not even lying when I say I want to make another one that is just split single crochet and like the top. I love the way the top feels. Like it feels so good on.
Yeah.
I love my sleeves. Like they fit just like the one we were trying to have it fit like.
Yeah.
Like I'm so incredibly happy with it. So all of that is to say, as much as that sweater was giving me angst at the start, and then as you guys that are savvy realize I didn't do the snowflakes above the ornaments because I was tapped out. I couldn't do any more color work. And I figured if I really wanted it, I could go back and do duplicate stitch, but I could not bring myself to do it. I was like, I will never finish this. And so I'm like, I'm nixing it. I'm going to tell you, I'm really happy I did. I think it looks better without it. I even put it in the workshop. I put in there, I was like, hey, you guys will notice on the sample, I didn't do this part, blah, 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 to kind of call it to attention. Yeah. But I'm very, very happy with it. So as much work as it has been to do it, I'm extremely happy with the outcome. Extremely happy.
Yeah. To me, it feels like exercise of like, nobody wants to do it, but once you do it, you're very proud of yourself. So it is something that you have to get through.
Yeah.
It looks very clean. It looks very crisp, but it brings me no joy.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. Please show us the sweater. I can show you the sweater.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, please put it on. Oh, now, also know it needs embroidery at the bottom. She's going to do that for us.
I want to do embroidery on these, especially on the green ones.
Yeah.
And I want to do something more. I don't know. I want to do something else. I was thinking maybe I could put an actual buckle on there with something. I don't know. I was trying to something that makes it look less Pokemon. Because now that it's done, it looks like a Pokemon ball. And I did not want that.
Santa's belt buckle.
Yeah, I wanted it to be Santa's belt buckle. But I want to do embroidery. And then here, I'm going to go off camera to put it on because I think it looks better without my shirt on underneath.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to just make you full camera and then I'll be back.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful. It is funny though, guys. Like when we design things, we talk about it so much about people's experience versus what it's going to look like. The sweater was very much how it will look at the end. But a lot of times when we talk about design, we of course want to design something that everyone's going to like and want to have. But for me, I don't know if I could get through a whole split single crochet sweater because it is not my jam. I like it in small doses. To do, meaning like to do it, like doing like ornaments in it or like doing mittens in it, doing little things. But it looks very clean. Hopefully. Well, now you make yourself big.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now stay real close real quick. Stay real close. Closer. A little bit closer. So see everybody, this is what we mean by circular. It looks like wedges, like the yoke looks like wedges at the top. Instead of like a raglan would be like right from like your armpit out.
Like fuzz. That's fuzz.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can show everybody.
So I want to show you, like, there it is.
Fit. So like what's
Dude,
nice,
it feels so, it's not too low. It feels so good.
So I can't express to you how much we fussed about the arms and how it fits in your arms, because like that's the thing with like circular sweaters. A lot of times it's like a bat wing where like you have so much extra fabric underneath. So there was a lot of labor of like panic of designing it.
And there's all the floats.
Yeah, you didn't tuck in too much back there.
I didn't. Okay. I played around a lot to just see what it was going to be if I left, and they don't sag. They look great.
Yeah. And we don't often do classic fit. That's a classic fit.
This is a classic fit. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a 2X. So it's a size smaller than what I had normally done. So
yeah. But like even the well, it looks like a hole, but it's not. It's a little.
It's not a hole. It's like a piece of fuzz.
Yeah. Well, don't.
It's actually it's just a lighter shade of the gray, and it's picking up because the light. You can't really even see it
in real life.
I don't know.
But like the neckline on it is nice on you, and everything too. It's not like.
Yeah, it fit really nice. Like I tried it on as I was getting closer. Well, I tried it on first off when I was like down to this part, and it was like massive. I was like, this is never going to fit me.
Yeah.
And then I kept telling myself, no, it shrinks up. It's going to shrink up, because you just talk yourself through all that stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So as I kept getting closer and closer, I put it back on. I was like, oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. So as I got up to the final one, I put it on. I'm like, oh, that hits really nice. Like it's a good depth here. I don't feel like I'm choking by any means. It's nice and wide. It doesn't show my bra straps. Mm-hmm. I love that I did this to match this and the bottom. Yeah. I didn't have to do any slip stitches to hold the weight. The yarn is still very nice. This is what I have left of my 4th ball of yarn. That's all that was left. Which is like the yarn was great. The yarn bled really, really bad when I blocked it.
Really?
Like the water was like black, black. So much so I filled it up. It was like black. And I was like, oh, I drained it all, filled it up again. And it was like murky, grayish black. And I was like, gosh, I really hope it doesn't turn the white black. And it didn't. But it did. I was like, wow, there's a lot of gunk in there, which we always talk about that anyways. That's why I like to wash and block. And it took a full day to dry. But it blocked out it beautifully. Like it feels a little bit, I don't want to say bigger. It feels like it's relaxed. You know what I mean? It's comfortable.
It has more drape. Well, that's the wool. That's all the wool. It just needs to be relaxed.
And it's not itchy. Like, as you guys know, this yarn is half wool, half acrylic, right? It's half and half, 50-50. I think it was 50-40, 50-40-10. So, cause mine was the tweed. So 50 merino, 40 acrylic, 10% tweed. And it's not itchy at all. Like it's right up against my skin and it's not itchy. And I tend to find some wools very itchy when they're against my skin. But it feels really good. Like I'm very, very, very happy with it. I was very aware of my gauge up here, my row gauge, because I knew I did not want this area too short and I didn't want it too long. So I kept measuring my gauge at the different intervals that we were talking about. And I kept coming out spot on. I was like, good. So it came out really great. I was very, very happy with it. So now I am moving on to the knit one to finish it. Cause I was like, I just wanted to get one of them done. And this one was taking so long through the color work. I finally got through all the color work. And then I was like, okay, you just gotta like,
it's like power through it
and go. And so that's what I did. But there's that. And then we didn't show, these are the finished cowls.
They came out so
crochet
great.
Cowl.
Look how great that is. It's so crisp.
It's so crisp. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I love the little drawstring up here. You could add it down here as well. I love it without it. I can put this on too.
Yeah, you would want it up here. You don't need to.
No, I didn't want one down there, but you could.
I know what you would
wanted
do.
To.
Yeah.
So this one, I like that the finish is just that little bit.
Yeah.
It still comes up that if I wanted it over my ears, I could pull it up over my ears a little bit, but it doesn't mess up my hair.
Yeah.
By any means. I think the little vixens are just super cute.
They are ridiculously cute.
I know. I love it. And like I played around with a bunch of different cords colors. I was like, should I do the pink? Should I do the blue? And I went with the red. I thought if you chose to do one of these in red, it would be really oh, hi. Thank you. Lunch. So this came out super cute. I've seen some of these made with the penguins also. It's adorable. Yeah. And then I freaking love the crochet one.
The knit one.
The knit one. Okay, so the knit one, you started down here and you worked through all of these. And so many people were like, is it supposed to be this big? And I was like, yes, it is. It is. I promise you it's going to turn out okay. Even my knitter was like, what is happening? And then we finished it with just 2x2 ribbing to match the bottom. And I took pictures of that. And then I took out the binding and I made it so that it was a casing. So you have two options. You could do just ribbing so you don't have drawstring, or you could do a drawstring, which it's really super easy. And so this, it's a cowl / snood, which you made the point is perfect because the movie or the TV show Wednesday is coming out and it was all about snoods last year.
Yeah, it comes out in 2 days.
Yeah. I love how big this, it just feels like a big old squish around me. You can
I like it when show it when you put it over your head. That's how I would wear it.
Hold on.
Like think, okay, we're in the middle of summer, but think like deep winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's not messing up my hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you put on a hat, you tend to get hat hair. Like this is not messing up my hair. And it's like, it's covering up everything.
But like, can you guys all imagine handing that out at Christmas Day and how much joy that would bring your family of just giggling?
They would laugh. I mean, you could do something like this if you could add like ears here or something.
I mean, I'm just telling you the joy it would bring everyone.
So I have another one getting made right now that has polar bears and polar bear feet. And I can't even express to you how excited I am about it. But I love this. And I know people with the smaller neck, they're just like, that's way too much. Totally understand. You don't have to do all 5 charts, right?
No,
you can do 3. As many as you want.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, I'm really, really happy with this one a lot. And Taylor's mom knit this one. You guys know Taylor as Josiah's girlfriend and model for us. But Taylor's mom knit this and she loved making it so much. She was like, she came back over because she hadn't seen it with the drawstring. And she was like, oh, can I see it with the drawstring? I said, yeah. So I showed her. She goes, man, I miss knitting on it already. I'm like, you want to make another one? I was like, I got another design. She was like, yes, I would. So I gave her all the yarn and I'm like, okay, give me a couple days to write it up what I wanted to do. And so I wrote it up and I sent it to her last night. And she was like, I am so ready for this. So she's tackling that right now.
What's nice about the cowls is they're like a good size project. You know, like the sweaters is a lot and it's a commitment and you really have to get into it. But like the cowls are like just that perfect, like little project.
So those of you wondering about the knit, so I literally put the knit on hold. And so I am just starting the gingerbread men right now. I'll have this done in no time. I'll have the gingerbread men done tonight.
Yeah, you go so fast. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll get that, but I'm not taking that to Disney with me. I'm taking 2 other projects with me, which I can talk to you guys about a little bit. But then I'll come back and I'll have that done by this weekend. I'll have it done because it'll take me a full day to knit each of the sleeves and a day to knit the body. So I'll have it done by this weekend. Because I'm ready to move on. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to make some quick items. I'm ready to use up some of this yarn that I have left over. Yeah. Like I'm ready to do that. And I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense for me for the this or that. It's like, okay, we have spent all this time working on the swan shows, the game day, the Christmas in July. Like we have all of this yarn. What can we do? So I was like, you know what? We should do a this or that. And so you can make this or make that, but then let's use all like the leftover yarns that we have. So you don't have to go buy any new yarn, right? So you can save your money for the first fall or for the collection that you're getting ready to do or turkey trot, right? Let's use up what we have Make all of the people who watch us buy yarn all the time, who say you don't use all of it, let's make them happy.
Right.
Use all of our yarn, make something that you could keep for yourself, or it could be a giftable, something portable, something quick, something that literally we only work for 2 weekends. So like one weekend we work on one project, the second weekend we work on another project, and that's it. Like I feel like that is the perfect this or that for August. That's my idea.
Yeah, something quick, because when you were talking about going back to school, man, it stresses me out.
Yeah. Well, so funny you say that. So I'm talking to Josiah, as I told you, we talk about what to do, all this, the thing. And he keeps telling me he really wants a blanket for his dorm room.
Right. That's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Josiah has not asked for a blanket. Josiah's asked for sweaters, right? We made a vest for him and did all the, but he's never asked for a blanket. Yeah. So he's like, Mom, why don't you make a blanket? And you can film it as like, hey, here's a quick, like you just learned to crochet, or you want to make a quick gift for your loved one going away. And then he goes, you can make me a blanket. And I'm like, okay, a blanket. And then I'm like, okay, so if that's my reaction, other people probably have that reaction. So what could we do that would be like a fast blanket? And so you and I were talking about possibly doing one where you start off with it small. It just keeps getting bigger. You can stop at any time. Right. And so I pitched that to Josiah, and he was like, oh, I really like that. And then he's like, well, what yarn are we going to use? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I said,
the biggest one we can find.
I thought about that. I thought about that because then I thought about blanket yarn, but then I was like, I do not want to knit and crochet with blanket yarn. I love you guys. It hurts me. It hurts so bad to make stuff with that. But then I feel like that's what people want to use.
Yeah, but I feel like, so when I was doing blanket yarn, I was doing amigurumis. And so you need it to be super, super tight and super dense.
Mm-hmm.
If we're using a much, much bigger hook, it's not going to hurt as much.
Okay.
Because it won't be as like tight.
Yeah.
I can't speak on knitting. It's heavy no matter what you do.
Yeah, no matter what.
The weight of it is going to be heavy.
Right.
But I feel like you can relieve some of it by using, because it's a blanket, so it can be.
Well, and I've got blanket yarn back in the warehouse area, the storage area, from when I was working with Yarnspirations, that I could pull out and be like, okay, I'm pulling this out. Like, it's colors that you might have, you might not have. I don't even know what they have anymore. I don't want to go. I just want to use what I have, you know? So essentially it's like, hey, you're a crocheter, you're a knitter. Either you're brand new, you have to go to the store and buy yarn, or you are somebody who's a knitter or crocheter. Somebody knows you're a knitter or crocheter. They're like, hey, make me a quick blanket. Well, and you're like, what do I make? Well, let me help you with one. Let me just make one real quick for you. And so we talked about doing that. So that was the whole other thing we talked about doing for August, because he goes back at the end of August. So he wants it by then. So a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Tunisian with blanket yarn too. I mean, it's so funny because it's just like, I want easy. I want quick. I want something that's going to like speak to me.
So clearly these are my people.
Yeah.
I really struggle with blanket yarn. And you guys know this. I mean, I even talked about this with Yarnspirations. I was like, don't send me the blanket yarn projects, because I am not a fan. I don't like doing them. That and Karen Simply Soft. I know people love it. I just don't like it.
It's the first thing my daughter goes for when we would go to Michael's or whatever. She goes straight for the blanket yarn. Now, Eliana is only a Tunisian crocheter. That's the only thing she does.
Well, Laura realized that you could do pixel blankets, corner to corner.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was like, what do you think I've been doing? And she's like, I don't know what you do. And so I pulled up the charts. I'm like, these are essentially pixels that we are creating images. And she was like, well, I didn't know you could do that. And I was like, yeah. So now she's all about wanting to learn how to do corner to corner. And I'm like, okay, I will show you. I said, if you'll make it for me, I'll show you how to do it.
She already edited my video on it. She knows how to do it.
She probably does.
Like, tell everybody this is the cutest thing about Alora, that I love her so much. She told Marley when she was editing my video, she's like, Mom, I already know how to crochet. I've been watching all of Robin's videos because she edits mine, which I just think is like the cutest thing ever. Like, yep, you absolutely can.
So there are some suggestions here. Bernat extra thick blanket for my daughter. Or wait, I made a blanket with Bernat extra thick blanket. Oh my gosh. My daughter loves it and compares it to a weight. Yeah, I could imagine. Like you could finger knit with that stuff. That stuff is massive.
Yeah,
you know who has something similar to that is Hirschner's. They have one that's like called Colossal or something that we could do something with. That would be fun. I bet Joey would like something like that. Let's see here. Christina. Hi, Christina. I don't like blanket yarn either. It pulls so bad and it doesn't wash well. You haven't washed it, so I don't know. And we have a couple of blanket yarn blankets that we just put out, or one that we put out. We have 3, but I don't think we've only put out one.
Yeah, I can only think of the one that we put out.
The ballet slippers. Which turned out really great. And I could absolutely see somebody using it for a kid or even a baby for like tummy time and stuff. Like I absolutely would have loved that as a mom. Okay, so Lion Brand Thick and Quick is an option. It's not a bad idea. I hadn't even thought about that. Again, I never think about Lion Brand. And it's not because I don't like them. I literally just don't ever think about it because it just never was in my head. I did think about this Premier Anti-Pilling Chunky Yarn because I do like the Premier Anti-Pilling yarn. I think it's nice. Yeah. So I did think about that. The hard part with t-shirt yarn, Anita, is that it's not available in most places. And some people will have to like buy that online, and it just can get really expensive sometimes. So I can't do that. There was somebody else posted something else up here. I don't know. Anyways, so there's that happening. Oh my gosh. Fabi says she likes cotton blankets.
Oh, I like cotton blankets.
I like cotton. I have a cotton blanket that Joey actually really loves. He keeps posting about it. What is that called? I think
Bonnie?
It's called.
Is it Bonnie?
Bonnie is the pillow.
Inishmore.
Okay. The blanket was Inishmore. He keeps posting about it. He's like, that is
yarn
so pretty,
is
Mom.
Lovely.
Yeah, he likes the yarn. He loves the way he goes, what are those things? And I'm like, those are cables. Cables. Yeah. To which I started laughing. I said, ask Robin to design you a cable. Cables and split single crochet, you guys. Those are fighting words.
I do it, just complain about it. But I do it. I just do not like it. Yeah, it's funny to think about it because it's like you want something light, but you also want something massive. I would want something massive.
I want something massive that you feel like you could snuggle up in, that's washable because it's going to a boy's dorm room.
Yeah, it has to be washed.
Right?
Oh, gross. Yeah, because like that cotton that we've used before, which I really like working with it. It's really great. Yeah. I remember it's from We Crochet. I don't remember what the name of it is.
Billow.
I would definitely not give it to a college.
No, there's no way. No. But I mean, I could absolutely see this happening. Mark my words. I'm going to make a blanket for Josiah. First off, Caden's going to be like, where's mine? That's going to happen.
I use the Brava Bulky in my course. Yeah. In the
Monet.
In Monet.
That's a good idea.
It's fun just because there's so many colors.
All the colors.
I need all the colors.
We also, it's not bulky yarn, but there's also like the Hirschner's worsted yarn. We could use that too. For all the colors that are available there. My point, so Joey's going to want one, or Joey wants one. Caden's going to want one. And then I guarantee you Luca's going to be like, where's mine, Marley? Which I will totally make Luca a blanket. I love that kid so much. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited he's coming back home.
I know, it's always funny that you're like, and when it comes to making things, I 100% would make it for another child other than mine. You don't need it. You're fine. You can make it for yourself.
Yeah. So
my sister always says that, like, every time, like, she's like, oh, Robin, I love this. And I'm like, I'll teach you how to make it. I have no desire to make it for you.
So Coach G, he was talking to me about wanting a plant hanger. And I'm like, that's macrame. I don't do macrame. I'm like, I can make you a hat. I'm like, what's your favorite color? He's like, black and orange. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, he loves orange. He loves orange.
Okay.
I was like, well, I need to think of like making him something orange. And then all I keep thinking about is like hunting orange. And I don't want a hunter's orange. Like, I don't know. I gotta figure out.
Of the Bengals, from Cincinnati. They're black and orange. Or Halloween. Any of one of those things do not make me think of your coach.
Orange.
So I was like,
no. But and then his daughter, Rain, who is adorable. I think she's 6. And I was like, Rain. So Rain has made me a rainbow bracelet before. Not a rainbow loom bracelet. And so she was like, what's your favorite color? And I said, Rain, you're going to think I'm funny, but rainbow is my favorite color. And she was like, that's not a color. I'm like, no, but think about it. The color of the rainbow, that is my favorite. I love anything rainbow. She was like, okay, this was months ago, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm talking to G about his favorite color, I look at Rain. I'm like, Rain, what's your favorite color? She goes, pale blue and indigo. Pale blue and indigo. Okay. So which I'm thinking, what's indigo? Is that like dark blue purple? Like, is that what that is? Like, I don't know. So I got to figure out what indigo is. And then I go, do you know what my favorite color is? She goes, yeah, rainbow. And I was like, okay, I made an impression. So I've got to figure out what pale blue and indigo so I can make her a little something.
Yeah, that's because when, I don't know if it changed when your kids were in school, but when my kids were in school, it was no longer Roy G. Bibb, the rainbow. It's red, yellow, orange, green. That's the same. And then they throw in indigo. So it's
But isn't that it? Biv, indigo violet, blue, indigo violet.
Blue, indigo, violet. Okay, so
it's the between purple and blue.
Okay, when I was in school, we didn't have that.
Okay.
It was just blue and purple.
Yeah, we did Roy G. Biv. I remember Roy G. Biv because they even named a hat after that or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't have that in school. So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. My kids it was so funny. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this idea. I'm going to write that idea down. Because I actually really love that idea because Christmas in July is getting really hard for me. So hold on. I'm going to write that down in my idea area that we were talking about the other day. Sorry, give me a second.
Lisa. They cut out indigo just like they cut Pluto from the planets for our kids.
Right.
Exactly right.
Right.
It's exactly the same. It's always something where you have to be like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm learning something new. It's fine. However, that's why school stressed me out. I have to be on top of it all the time.
Yep. Next year's Christmas in July. What did she call it?
Halloween edition.
Halloween edition. I love that idea. And like, I think Lindsay does something called Hot Holidays. Maybe that's what
I thought she does something for Halloween in the summertime, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. I love that idea, Christina. I love that idea. So if you guys remember, I had said that there were different patterns.
Look at Julie's comment. This is so cute. What you should call it.
Which whose?
Julie.
Summerween. Yes, that's perfect.
Cute. That's very, very cute.
Summerween. I'm gonna write that down too.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do that. We'll do that next year. That's July.
There is something going on now that like normally when it gets cool and school starting, I am so excited. But now I'm so stressed out because school's starting. And so like it's like some weird trigger in my brain where I have to bring it back to the joy of, remember, Robin, you hate being hot. Of like, you know how much you love the fall? So I have to like trigger that somehow because all that I'm doing is like, oh, now we're back to waking up early and I got to get them here. And there's always 800 emails that I have not read, or like, I'm like, What? You need what? For when?
You know, last Thursday we were out at the track throwing, and you could tell that a cold front came in. Like, it just dropped 20 degrees, like instantly. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, did it just change to fall, like just in that last minute? And it has been so nice outside since then, here where we are. I know in Florida it's still stinking hot. Like I'm wearing my sunscreen and my tank tops and stuff when I go down there. But it feels so good that I am so in the mood for fall. Like it triggered something in my brain, just the colder temperature. I was like, oh yes, like I am ready to knit on this sweater. I am ready to make these hats. I am ready to make these mittens. I am ready to make these gloves. Like,
it's like, I really, really need that. I really can't talk about blankets or think about sweaters when it's 90 degrees out. Blech.
It's so hot. It's so hot.
I mean, I realize it's not hot for everyone in the world, but like for us here in Pennsylvania, 90 and above is hot for us.
So, well, that was my weekend and what I have planned coming up. I know that we have even more plans coming up with you because we have a lovely new collection coming out.
Yeah.
That I'm very excited about.
Finally, everything went out to you. After I sent you the text of like the picture of, hey, this box is all boxed up. He came like 10 minutes later and picked up the box. So it is going to be delivered to you tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I will make sure that we get it in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like you were part of me sitting here thinking, I was like shooting off text and stuff and whatnot. I was like, oh yeah, well, I have that next week too. What am I going to do? Oh, yeah. But I know we talked a little bit about it. Do you want to talk a little bit about it? Just a little bit?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about it.
Do you want me to show the purses? Because I have somebody who's very excited about the purses that I have.
Oh, sure. Look at me. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't have to.
Let's start with let's go back. So, in the Bestie box, you got 2 extra courses. You got like a knitting course and a crochet course. So the crochet course I've been sitting on because I keep adding things to it. I'm going to be honest. So it's going to release this week. You're going to get your shape architecture course, which is,
if you got the Bestie box, it's going to just going to show up in your birdhouse. You don't have to do anything to get it. It's just going to be in your birdhouse.
Hi, you've been waiting for this for a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year. But you're going to be it's very big. It's all I can say. Like, just the printouts are like 120 pages. So it's big. It's very, very big. Basically, the course is, I forget, which is like 12 motifs. And we go through like how to make the motif, just plain motif. Then I talk about layouts. So I give you layouts from blankets to sweaters to purses, to shawls. You take that motif that you really liked and just pop it, like building blocks, put them all together. So then I show you how to do that. Then I give you 10 or 12 different ways of joining them. So like you could join them totally different and make a whole nother project. Then I talk to you about how to make your own shape because like sometimes when you're making a motif, you need half of it. So in the course, I give you like half of it this way and I give you half of it this way. But what if you need something like funny? Like you need like a amalgamation of both of those. I show you how to do that. I show you how to make a partial motif. So like that's the course. The course is really like design your own adventure using all these different motifs. So it's like you got that part. Then the collection part of it, the project part of it, I have 5 projects that use those motifs in projects. So like one is what Marley's talking about. Like the littlest is these tiny little, I call them sling bags or bum bags or just a quick little bag where you can put your cell phone in, all the way up to a blanket. So in the collection, there's a blanket, a baby blanket, a beautiful cardigan, a purse, a cowl, and these little guys. Then you have 3 bonus projects. 3 or 4. I forget how many bonus projects. Another blanket that is the same concept of like motifs, but don't use the motifs from the course. So it's another, like a tunic, like a very summery tunic, blanket, like an iPad cover. And I forgot what the other one was. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so like that's like the collection. So it's like this huge amount of information that's going to be coming your way very soon. But there's nothing for sale yet because I want to make sure that everybody who already bought it gets it. Plus, Marley, this is where I hand it over to Marley, and she and Josiah will be doing a huge marketing campaign behind it. It's just all of this has been going on in the background, and it's been forever.
But I mean, it's not that we haven't had other things going on at the same time. So it's just been one of those things. It's the little engine that could back here as all of this other stuff is going on. So I'm always spinning the plates, people. There's so many plates spinning.
Yeah.
In all the good ways.
Obviously, the moment that we actually have the link, if you haven't bought it, you want to buy it. But we're going to tell everyone, make sure you check your birdhouse to make sure.
We will send out an email.
You didn't know. But the way I look at it is like it's the perfect back to school, start of fall type of project. Because I love motifs because you could take them anywhere. They're really easy to work on. Like my son does all the hockey. You name the kind of hockey, he does the hockey. And that might be more of a nor'easter thing because most people probably only know ice hockey, but no, there's so many more hockeys. And so I'm always at a deck somewhere. I'm always at somewhere. And so like those motifs is like have fueled me for so long. I've done so many.
Yeah.
So many motifs. Yeah. That's why, I didn't even ask Marley. I was like, I'm making a tank top or like a sleeveless sweater because I need something that's not a motif. I need something that's crochet. I don't care when we sell it or we don't sell it, but this is what I'm making.
That's the start of our next summer's release. That's what that is. I've got 3 of those. I've got 3 tank top patterns that never even got knit or crocheted this summer because remember when Josiah was like, you have no summer projects? And then I'm like, well, you're too late to tell me this because now when the pattern is written, none of it's going to be ready. So this is like a next summer project, but I can get it started now. He's like, well, you need to do that. So that'll just be one of those things for next summer.
Great. Because I needed to do something different, but it does help my brain so much and to be able to use things that I know I can wear and just helps.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
I hear you. I know all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw somebody in here. They were saying that they've done so much color work. They're like, I'm a little bit over color work. And I'm hoping that you're over stranded color work because I'm thinking of bringing in some mosaic stuff with the this or that, like an option for mosaic because it's simple, right? You're just using one color, but you're getting some color work style.
I feel like I'm always in the mood for mosaic.
Right. I love mosaic. Well, and it's a great way to use up all of our scraps, right? Yeah. Because we don't have to have everything in one color. Right. So we can use up some scraps and create some fun things.
And just if you don't know what we mean by mosaic is a color work. So it'll look like color on the front, but you only use one color of yarn for each row or round.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So people are saying they love, because that's where my brain is going right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
As I was care if you're talking knitting or crochet, I'm in.
Right. Exactly. And so, and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going back to like the this or that sort of idea of all the yarn. Cause you were saying making things for yourself and things that make you happy. Like y'all know hats make me happy, right? What you might not know is mittens and gloves and stuff like that. They make me happy too. If you've been around for a while, you know this. Like I went through this whole era of making mittens one Christmas, right? All those for real mittens. Like I love those.
So many.
I made so many. Because I really like making them. I love the idea of having a set, like having mittens and a hat, or a cowl that matches, or not even just matches, but coordinates with hats and mittens. Like I like all that. I also like shawls, which for some people they're like, I don't understand. I never wear a shawl. Well, think of it as a scarf. Like think of it as a scarf, but it's not a scarf.
I usually wear it.
Yeah, I wear it like a scarf, but I hate making scarves. If there's one thing, you guys, that I hate more than I hate making toys, it's scarves. Hate making scarves, which is comical because I've told you guys the story about realizing if you stopped 5 inches into a blanket, you have a
scarf.
And I would rather make a blanket than a scarf. Like I hate making scarves. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But give me a shawl or a wrap, which is just an oversized scarf. I'm happy all day long. I don't know what it is, but scarves and man, it is a labor of love for me to get through any of that, like a scarf.
That's so funny.
But I know, right?
You're not wrong. I do like making shawls.
Yeah.
I do.
So I was thinking about the whole this or that thing. I was like, maybe one of the whole this or that aspect is maybe this could be like hat and mittens for knitters, crocheters, and that could be like a shawl, like a bigger project, make this or make that sort of thing. To use up the yarn for people who, maybe they don't want to make a hat and gloves because they live in Florida, but they have yarn left over that they could totally make a shawl or a wrap of some sort. Not a really big, ugly, like doily looking thingy, like, you know what I mean? Like something cute, nice. I don't know. That's my brain's still swirling. My brain is swirling so much. I even pulled out like old books and magazines to look at.
Yeah.
Because I'm also, you guys probably don't know this, like I love making bags. Like I love felted bags. I mean, I did that for First Fall a couple years ago. I just love making them so much.
You love felting. Yeah.
I found this book in my stash. I was like, oh, I love doing that. And it's like, I'd really like to do another felted bag because I just love doing it so very much. But I was like, do people want to do that? But then again, I'm going back to the whole, well, they'd have to buy the wool yarn, and not a lot of people have the wool yarn. So I was like, that goes away from the stash. So I'm not going to do that. But anyways, this is my brain. My brain's all over the place. All over the place. I see that there are some other designers out there though that are releasing some various things. It's like you could tell the trigger for fall happened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was looking on Ravelry, just kind of like browsing some of the, what's new or the hot right now. And it's interesting because, a lot of the times it's the same people in the hot right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a big one. Have you guys ever noticed the ranunculus sweater?
Yeah.
So many people have made this sweater. It's like this viral sweater that people love. Here, I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen. If I can figure out how to do this. I think I could do it. There it is. Share screen. I think. Are they seeing it? Can you see it?
No, I can't.
Like this is the hot right now. The hot right now on Ravelry. And this is knitting and crochet. But this sweater right here, which I own it. So many people, over 30,000 people, 30,000 projects have made this. And I think it's because like it can be made in different sizes, different weights, all the different things. It's so much ease. Like they call it a sweater. It's a swancho, y'all.
I was going to say, this looks like a swancho to me.
Don't tell me that's a sweater and get by it. Like that is a swancho. So all of you out there that are like, I don't like swanchos. Well, 30,000 people have made a swancho. Like so many people have made this thing. And I'm just like, wow, it's always like this top hit. People will make multiple of them. Mm-hmm. But look, my whole point of all this is like, you look on here, like what's hot right now. And it's slowly shifting over to
back into sweaters
kind of stuff. But it's still a lot of color work, a lot of texture, a lot of design features. I love this one. This is just a simple piece, right? But I love the texture of it. I know that there's a lot of people making their Rhinebeck sweaters. This is what's fun. You want to hear something funny? I have something on my needles right now. That is that stitch.
Oh,
exactly that stitch, mosaic stitch in exactly 2 colors and exactly doing the I-cord at both edges. Exactly. And I'm just like, well, now I'm going to be accused of copying, right? Man, I hate when I don't get something out in time. And I'm just like, but this is what I'm thinking along the lines of if I were to do like a scarf, like a this or that thing, like it'd be something like this, like something big, something comfortable, something easy, something mindless, something you could just play around with, right? I love it. I love all of her stuff. I think she's fascinating. She's fantastic. But you can see a lot of people are playing with colors. A lot of people are playing with texture. We have some texture stuff coming up too, some cable pieces. But I also saw this made the other day on Instagram. This is embossed crochet. Have you seen this before?
It's so pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
It's really pretty.
I was watching a reel of her do it on Instagram. I mean, it's a lot of freaking work, but it's very, very pretty. I couldn't imagine what else you could do it on because it's very thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that she did it on a bag makes sense.
I love it on a bag.
That's really cool. I thought that was really neat.
That's beautiful.
I thought so. And this is mosaic too, for those of you that are still uncertain about mosaic. Like you get the color work, but it's mosaic. You get some fun, easy stuff happening. And we've done quite a bit of mosaic. I did mosaic hats last year. If you guys remember, we've done mosaic shawls. We've done mosaic scarf or not scarf, but cowl or scarf. A lot of fun things, but something that I want to talk about. Let me stop sharing if I can figure out. Oh, nope. I don't want to leave the studio. I want to stop sharing.
There you go.
Did I? Okay. All right. So if you have read the video description notes at all, you'll see that there is a flash sale. So what you might not know is that this last weekend was the USA track and field track meet. So it's USA's. And so all the best in the USA come and compete in this track meet. And then the top 3 get to go to Worlds in Tokyo next year.
Okay.
Those of you who don't know, I'm a track coach. Like I'm a throws coach at my local high school. I love watching track and field. My boys are in track and field. You all that have been here, you know all this stuff. But in honor of the idea of USA's and Worlds and track and this is the in-between of the Olympic years.
Okay.
I thought it would be fun to do a flash sale on the By Crafty Champions Workshop. Now, here's why I want to talk about it. The cool thing about the By Crafty Champions Workshop, it's a knit and crochet pieces in one. So you get both, right? Whether you're a knitter or crocheter, you get both. It's also the very first workshop we ever had inside the Marley Birdhouse. So we weren't sure exactly how we wanted to organize things yet. So things are organized differently than we do it now. And eventually we will get a minute to go back in there and organize things the way we want them to. But until then, I have put that course for 50% off if you are interested. So the course is still spectacular. It's just not organized the way we do things now.
Do the projects anywhere near you?
Yes. Hold on. I was going to grab them earlier and I forgot. Just a second.
Yeah. Hold for parts.
Hold for parts. I'm also I'm getting hot.
Okay. The By Crafty, that was a lovely collaboration when we did it with Lindsay and Jean from Destination Yarn and Lindsay from Erin Lane Bags. I will say that the knit one is stunning. It's a very stunning. We called it the Olympics because there's 10 or 12, I forgot, different sections, and every single one is a different stitch pattern. It would be a great stash buster because you only need a little bit for each, but you learn so much. Like every one is a different stitch pattern, so you learn so much. But I will say I am very partial to the knit one. I think it's really stunning.
I'm going to take you over here with me so you guys can see what I'm going through. Let me see if I can. Give me a second.
Giving you the backside tour.
Yeah, because we still haven't cleaned up from
the holiday.
Why is it? Yeah. Why is it? Okay. Extra camera. No. No. Hold on. We're going to do Elgato is the extra camera. But now I got to... Sorry, this is not planned. So it's going to take me just a second. You guys are going to see the back end of the Marley Bird studio, which is a disaster.
Yeah. Okay. No judgment. No judgment. Yeah. It's been a busy month.
This is what it takes to do what I do. Is it sharing?
You aren't on yet. Now you're slowly coming on.
Is it there?
Do you have your camera on?
Yeah.
It's only showing a black screen.
Okay, hold on. How about now?
Black screen.
Still? Okay, hold on. Yes. I'm going to check. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. You didn't know what you were asking for, huh?
No, I just wanted to know if you had 2 shawls.
I know. And I do. I have them. They're in the other room. Hold on. Why is it not showing on here?
I don't know. Now you froze yourself, too.
Of course.
Just to warn you.
Is it still not showing up? Because, like, on my end, it shows up. It's still a black screen.
I got a black screen. I got a black screen, and I got you frozen. So I have both of those things happening.
Well, fan-freaking-tastic.
No showing anybody anything. Why don't you try adding yourself and taking yourself off? Yeah. Just head to me and then see if you can just add the other one, your phone. I mean, I feel like it's a no judgment free zone just for this. Of us not knowing what we're doing or technology's not working. What I will say, it's a black screen for us.
All right, hold on.
This is something else. It's always something.
This is exciting. Now I have no video.
No, you have no video. We can just hear you, which is funny.
What the heck? I don't understand. All right, I'm leaving and I'm coming back. Hold on.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I was going to say it's like Icarus. You know, she was trying to fly too close to the sun. In Marley's back room, so like where we talk to her, it's like her desk. Like I'm at my desk and I have my yarn behind me. So like she's at her desk when she talks to us. Behind her is like the filming studio. That's where they set up Christmas in July. And then off to the side is where she has like what I have, like all of her yarn, and she has all of her mannequins. And I bet she's trying to get us to her mannequin so that you can, because like I know that it helps me too, of like constantly redressing your mannequins so you can see what projects you want to talk about or what ones, you know, just kind of it's like living in all of your stuff so that it like triggers something. So I'm sure that's what she's trying to get us to go see.
It won't let me add my camera at all now.
Nope. And clearly you don't have a picture either.
No, what the heck is happening?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I can't show anybody anything. I don't got nothing.
I have nothing.
All right. Well, we can hold on.
This is ridiculous.
This seems
this is what I get for trying to do something fun.
You should know better. You should know better. Things always happen to us. I don't see them in our Ravelry because I was going to bring up Ravelry so at least I can see the pictures of them. It was a long time ago, so Let me try. Where else did we recently have them? This is so funny how, you go through things and you're like, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll find it. I know where I can find pictures for you guys. Hold on. But it feels like it was yesterday that we did all of these, but I know in my brain it was so long ago that we did these projects. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Marley just took some new photos in them somewhere. I'm going to find them for you. I found them. All right. While she is still coming back to us, let me show you what we were talking about, at least in picture form. So that makes it better. Share screen. All right. Hopefully you guys can see it on StreamYard. I think you can. I'm glad you're back. Nice to see you. But I decided to do it this way because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Okay, I have it. Here it is.
Perfect.
I was gonna go put it on a mannequin, but nope. No, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to you this way. That's not the one I want.
That's not the one. That's not the one either.
I don't like this game. I hate this game. Told you I hate it.
It's so funny. Okay, so this is the knit one. So here's the fun part. You start with this, and then each of these sections, like you do it in sections. So it was done the whole time of the Olympics, and you're doing different stitches. Like it's a bunch of different stitches, and then so you do that side, and then you come over here, and you do this side. Right? So you do the triangle, you do all the stitches. And then when both sides are done, you come together and you do this. I have an end to weave in down here. But then you do the middle bits to pull it all together.
Yeah. And when you were talking about a scarf, this is what it reminds me of. Like
this, yeah. So this is not a scarf to me. This is a shawl. I have no problem making this.
Right.
But if this was a scarf, nope. But so this was the option at the time we had, like, it's all the colors of the rainbow, but it's like all the colors in the Olympics. You know what I mean? The Olympic colors. So that's that. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I love yours.
So mine obviously was a different colorway. It was a more muted.
Yeah. Yeah. But the design shape is the same.
It's the same shape. Yeah. Instead of doing like she did stitches, I did motifs. These are all different motifs.
Yeah.
And then, but it's the same kind of
construction.
Yeah. Which is so funny looking at those motifs because the motif course that I have coming out, I didn't use any of those. And I'm like, boy.
I think you're looking at it backwards too.
Like that's just so funny to me. I'm like, wow, you can totally use my new course and just use those motifs instead and even have more projects.
Yeah.
Huh. So no, all those are totally different.
Anyway, I put a link and I've already added the coupon code, which is must have. I added the coupon code to the link, but if you add must have, you get 50% off. And like, this is an example of this is what I made in the videos. Like this was my swatch.
Because the project is used as finger weight yarn.
Yeah.
And we didn't use that when we were filming. We used worsted weight. That's why.
But this gives you a whole different look.
Oh, it's totally different. But again, great scarf.
Yeah, I love this. I wear this a lot, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
now that you're wearing 18 scarves, because you were hot a second ago.
Yeah. Gosh, dang it. I swear. It is the day. It is a Monday of Mondays. So this is flash sale, guys. This is going to be on sale. I was going to keep it on sale through the Worlds, which I think are in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Just so that if you're like, oh, I can't get it now, but I would like to have it. I mean, it comes out to like $13. Like
that's fantastic, and you get both.
Cheaper than my McDonald's meal was this morning. And you get all of this.
This is so silly, like a little mom thing. William, he has problems with like food, and so like what I mean like he only eats a certain amount of things, but like he randomly this summer has decided hamburgers he likes, and I'm telling you, 12 years old, never ate a hamburger, but he only likes it with bacon on it, and I was like, sure, honey, that doesn't sound expensive in any way, shape, or form. I love you so much. I love hamburgers, but with bacon. Great. Because, like, I don't know, when you were a kid, when I was growing up, there was no way we were allowed to order a side of bacon. Are you kidding me?
No.
You nuts.
I didn't even get a soda refill growing up because they didn't have refills growing up. You know, it was like you got charged for each soda.
Yeah. So when you talk about like the prices of things, I was like, well, thankfully they right now have a meal deal at Wendy's for a bacon junior cheeseburger. Because otherwise it's like $15 just for, the meal.
Yeah. That's what just kills me. Like I look at some of this stuff, like when I go to price everything, I start adding, I'm like, okay, what's a good price? What are people willing to pay where they feel like they're getting value? And then I'll go out to eat and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was 2 meals was more than all of this work I just spent 3 months on, And I was like, oh my gosh.
And you're not talking about a fancy meal. You're talking
fast food.
Yeah.
Panda Express. Oh my gosh.
Once again, where are these? Are these going to be in the show notes? Where's the
They're
link?
In the video description box. I'll put a link right now to it
in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it'll like when we're done, it'll show up when you see the video on YouTube.
Yeah, it should be there in the description. It's in the description right now.
Must have. That's what you have
to have. Must have one word.
Okay.
That's it. All right. So that was today's. We do have a hashtag Mondays with Marley winner.
Oh,
today.
Sweet. Show.
Let me pull up. I'm afraid to do a share screen again, but I did screenshot who the winner was, so that way we could, because I already commented that I told her winner chicken dinner. So let me find you again, and then I'm gonna try the screen share again, y'all. Here we go. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Did it work?
Yeah.
All right. So Miss Joyla, I think it's Joyla. I think her name is Joyla Gregory, and she is the lucky winner. I thought this was adorable how she showed her knitting and she's doing all the things. I
love her needles. Those
Isn't that great? So I just went onto Instagram and I did a search for hashtag Mondays with Marley. A bunch of different ones came up, not as many as I expected, probably because we haven't been giving away things, like we've been forgetting. But don't forget, take your picture with us here on the podcast and post it on Instagram or on Facebook. Anywhere you can use hashtag Mondays with Marley that I can look up, and we will, you'll be entered for a chance to win. And Facebook, it's usually in the Facebook group is the best place to put it. But I did already comment. You can see down there, I snapped the picture before I posted winner chicken dinner. And I was like, I didn't want her to think it was spam, that it was fake. So I was like, episode 27. So if you just wasted the whole show waiting to see when we mentioned you, hi. So sorry. Hope you enjoyed it. But please send us an email, contact@marleybird.com, and we will send you a free pattern. So congratulations. And having said that, are you ready to give our pose for the snapshot? I'm going to put this on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody, give a snapshot. Okay, so there you go. There's your screenshot. And show us what you're.
I always like to see what everybody's working on. Like that's my thing. That's my favorite.
Show us what you're working on, because that's always fun to see. Yeah, we like seeing that. So congratulations. Yeah, I think that's everything for today. That's a lot. I leave tomorrow morning for Disney. I'm bringing some scraps. I'm going to put all my scraps in a Erin Lane bag that I snap on to my lounge fly. That's just fantastic. And I will be crocheting or knitting. I have one for each day at the parks. Joey plans on doing a lot of content, so hopefully you'll be getting a lot of different content. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. And then I'll get back Wednesday night, so I'll be back here to knit on the sweater and do all the fun things. Are you guys excited? Like, I'm hoping you guys are like,
happy birthday, Alora.
Alora. Oh, yeah. I was like, what? Her birthday's in July. Yeah. Her birthday's July 2nd, but we waited to go to the trip now. So yes. Yes. Sorry. I was very confused. It's been a long day so far. I just lost my train of thought completely.
It's okay.
Hold on.
We'll be back. We actually have plans for the fall with some different things with the podcast. We have plans for some new people to join us. We have plans to do a bunch more lunch and learns, much more organized. This summer, we just needed to chat. Clearly, we have stuff we need to get off of our chest. So hopefully you guys don't all mind, but we're going to be much more organized come the fall. But all that said, it's not the fall until September. So.
But we're almost there. So let's get through this or that to kind of warm up ourselves, because then we have first fall, and then we have Turkey Trot right around the corner. We have Jolly Holiday coming up, which we're talking about releasing sooner than what we have before.
We have
there's a lot of stuff. So please hang in there and stick around with us. Tell your friends and family, if you don't mind, help us share I always said share the wealth. That's not what I want to say.
Share the love. Yeah.
Share the love. Thank you.
Yeah. There's something, especially if there's like reels or anything that you see that Josiah is posting, share them.
Yeah. Please.
That's always nice.
Yeah. Cause right now the algorithm is, algorithming. We're doing what we can, but essentially we have to pay to play. So I'm having to pay for advertising, which is fine. And I'm fine to do it. Which, I mean, I could say this too. I have a coupon out there for if you want to learn to knit socks. If you haven't knit socks already, and you were interested in the knit aromatherapy socks, you could get the knit aromatherapy sock course workshop make-along thing that we did for 50% off too. And the code word is sock. So I will copy that and put that in here. But if you're interested, like, it's really good. I made a point of when I taught that I was teaching it as if it was going to be a beginner sock course for people. So you don't get just the aromatherapy sock pattern in the sock yarn. You actually get a worsted weight sock pattern also. So that way you can make it in worsted weight or in a sock weight. So yeah, it's a great opportunity if you're interested.
It's a good one.
All right. Okay. That's it. That's it from us, everybody. See you soon. I'm going to eat.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
You too.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.